Oh dear. Right. Okay. Well, it looks like we've got a bit of an audience turned up now, mate. So
Yay!
we'll get cracking on. So I think it's mostly regulars, but if there's anyone lurking around who's not been around these parts, Andy and I here are the Ministry of Dice. This is our Twitch channel, Mod Extra, and one of our Mod Extra pieces of fun we call the Thrilling Fantasy Adventure. We're playing through all of the Steve Jackson, Ian Livingstone fighting fantasy books in original publication order. One of us narrates, one of us plays the character, and then we, see whether we can beat the book or not, basically. And we're just going to keep cracking on, probably until one of us dies at this rate.
There's so many bloody books, isn't there?
Yeah, there most certainly is. I've got I've updated the success board, so we'll take a moment to have a look at that. We've actually moved. We're now on to page 2 because we filled page 1. Everybody, look. Here's the first 12 books. The one we did last month was Space Assassin, which murdered us horrifically.
Yeah.
With the most, with the weirdest ending ever.
Stupid. Which door do you want? Nah, you're dead. Takes back. Let's do the different door.
Nah, you're dead.
You're dead.
All right, takes you back again. You see, here's the thing. All 3 doors kill you.
You're screwed.
Absolutely. But our win-loss ratio to date, out of the 12 books that we have done, is 2 wins and 10 losses out of them all. So that's where we're up to.
I still think that's pretty good.
I think it possibly is as well. I mean, we have people, fighting fantasy fans, who float in and out of chat every now and again or catch wind of what's going on, and they'll say, this was horrible. I remember a lot of people in chat when we were playing House of Hell going, I've still to this day never beaten this one.
That's not on the on my list of ones I really want to do again, to be fair.
No, that was balmy, that one.
Yeah.
So that's where we're up to. But now we're starting page 2. Da-da-da-da! Here's 13 through to 24. So we are today going to be doing the Freeway Fighter.
Ooh, there's some exciting names in there, though. Look at that. Masks of Mayhem. Robot Commando.
Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Oh, that sounds good.
Rings of Kether. We'll have to figure out a way of saying that. That looks like a bit of a sort of Dune sci-fi style thing.
Oh, okay.
Appointment with Fears, like the Bond. I'm judging this just by having seen the covers. Seas of Blood, hopefully, is kind of all piratey and nautical.
Piratey. Demons of the Deep. That sounds like a boaty, piratey ship one as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sword of the Samurai. So we've got some good stuff coming up in. I mean, that's basically 2023 there.
Yeah.
That's basically 2023 because the likelihood of us fitting one in next month is probably quite low because it will be in the kind of festive period around the time we normally stream one up. So that's where we're up to. That's bringing everyone up to date.
Christmas.
So today it's the Freeway Fighters. I keep saying Freedom Fighters. Freeway Fighters, which, looking at the cover and having read just the brief kind of building your character bit at the beginning, has got a kind of Mad Maxy post-apocalyptic vibe. But we'll see. It's got a couple of unique elements. I've already read through the front getting set up section. It's got a couple of unique elements. It kind of reminds me of that Star Trek-y one, actually, the unique elements.
Oh, okay.
But we need to first things first, before we get into the story, we need to get Andy a character made. So your job, chat, as always, through the dice rolling bit that he's doing now, is to throw some name suggestions for his character into chat for us. So we'll start with the standard stuff, dude. It's the routine in terms of your kind of physical attributes. Skill is a D6 plus 6.
6.
Oof. We need to sort you out a dice camera or something, don't we? Or a way you can trigger the rolls at the other side. Oh, limited edition Ministry of Dice. Herbert. Okay, good start. Good start out the gate from Justin there, Herbert.
Jordo.
Jordo, sorry. I just saw the J in the red colour. Stamina is 2d6 plus 24.
Plus 24?
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Oh, okay. 6.
All right. Well, fair enough.
That's 30.
Yeah.
That maths. Look, see that how
Good
fast that is. That's not going to
excellent
be like
maths.
that in a couple of hours.
Excellent maths. And then your luck is 1d6 plus 6.
5.
5. All right, that's pretty decent. You always roll good on these stats. I always have dreadful rolls and then find that I'm trying to cleave something to death over repeatedly.
I think these dice, these initially dice are beautifully weighted to make sure you get. Oh, seeing that I just rolled snake eyes, but
You most
for the
certainly
most
are,
part, though,
Justin.
yeah. Anyway, right, I've rolled
Cool. Okay, you've also got 4 med kits.
4.
Yeah, 4 med kits, and they restore 4 health.
It's 10. It's 10 on the little map, but okay.
Okay. Well,
2, 3.
there must be a chance to pick up some more or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right, and you got 200 quid.
Yeah.
200 quid there. Now then, the car. You've got a car.
The Dodge Interceptor, I believe. I didn't print it out.
Oh, you've copied the thing. All right, sure. Yeah, there you go. So you're on top of it. So, your car's got 2 stats. Firepower, which is how strong your kind of mounted machine gun is. And then it's got armour, which is, armour. So firepower is a single d6 plus 6.
Single d6 plus 6. 4.
4. All right, not bad.
Firepower.
Not bad. And then your armour is 2d6 plus 24.
Ooh, another plus 24. 4. That's not great. 28.
No, so you can dish it out, but you can't take it back so good.
No.
You're like the Rocket Raccoon of fighting fantasy. He should be flattered that I confused you. So your car has got 4 rockets, 3 iron road spike things, and 2 oil slicks.
I will number them. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Which you can use during combat, but there's some special rules around that you need to be made aware of. So your hand-to-hand combat, that's the standard stuff. Roll your 2 dice, add your skill. I roll 2 dice, add skill, highest wins. Usual routine.
Yep.
If you're using a shooting gun, but in personal combat, it's 2d6 plus skill. However, you roll a d6 for the damage.
Right.
So it's not the standard 2. It could be up to 6 damage, if you're shooting someone with a rifle or something. That's the same with your mounted gun as well on your vehicle. So you roll 2d6, but add firepower rather than skill.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, but you roll a d6 for the damage again. So I'm pretty sure, as I said before, the stamina and armor is higher proportionally because
take more.
You're gonna take more hits. Yeah.
Sure.
Now the rockets, your 4 rockets, these are pretty clever. The rocket is an automatic hit, no roll required, and instantly destroys the vehicle you're shooting at. But you have to decide to fire the rocket before combat starts.
Right, okay.
So you can't be like, oh shit, this guy's battering me. He's got a bigger machine gun on his car than me, or whatever. You have to make the decision before dice is rolled.
Cool. But I'll get to know the stats first to take it.
He didn't really say anything about whether I should...
if you're reading it, I'm guessing it'll come up with, car.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because normally you'd play it solo, wouldn't you? Yeah. So that's fine, yeah. But you can't then use it as a get out of jail clause. The iron spikes and the oil sprays, it just says you'll be given the opportunity to use it when relevant.
Probably never.
Yeah, probably never. It didn't say anything about the med kit, so we'll just use our usual house rule of you just smash it when you're good and ready.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, there we are then. So you're all rolled up. There's been 2 name suggestions in chat. You've got Herbert and you've got Macklin Chundermonkey.
Well, I think Herbert Macklin Chundermonkey would be if the Macklin Chundermonkey is double barreled, then we can flip both in. Herbert Macklin Chundermonkey.
Works for me.
That ain't gonna work after a few beers though.
No, but it works for me. Let's do it then. Herbert Macklin Chundermonkey, the third. John has just slipped in a third on there.
Herbert Macklin Chundermonkey the third. You can call me
that
MC.
that's definitely got the post-apocalyptic desert vibe about it.
I mean, where's my bow tie? Good
No,
day, sir.
don't get your bow tie. When he gets his bow tie on, other items of clothing come off, folks. It's a very strange phenomenon. Right, I'll get into the story, but very quickly, on this side of the screen here, you'll notice it says Mod Extra Thrilling Fantasy Adventure. I have started very slowly. Yeah, that's it. Up there. No, up there. Very slowly putting the archive games up on a YouTube channel called Mod Extra Thrilling Fantasy Adventure. I'm up to Scorpion Swamp was the last one I put up. So I'm slowly getting there. But if you either one of our regulars and inclined to revisit one of the previous playthroughs, then you'll find them up on there. More or less in their entirety. I just chop a bit of the fluff off the front and back end and just have the book bit, but it's more or less the entire stream. Or if you're new around these parts and lurking and you want to go take a look at some of our previous attempts. All right then, are you ready, Herbert Macklin Chundermonkey III?
Oh, yes, sir, I am.
All right then, let's get into it. Video News Bulletin. Date, 21st of July. This is hilarious. 2022.
Ooh, a couple of months ago. I like it.
Yeah. The disaster happened just at a time when the world was beginning to enjoy itself. Oh, they're way off the mark there, aren't they?
Yeah, was that COVID, Brexit, or
the war in the Ukraine?
The war in Ukraine?
Yeah.
The price of living crisis?
Yeah. You name it. Oh. Nobody could have predicted such a catastrophe. World War III had been averted, and the power blocks of East and West were now working towards world peace and unity. Yeah, it's got definitely tell it was written in the 80s, can't you? Revolutionary farming techniques had all but eradicated hunger, and increased mobility had led to people's greater understanding of one another. The morning of the 21st of July 2022 had started just like any other. It was going to be a hot... What kind of video news bulletin is this? That's how it...
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. A government spokesman proudly announced that solar energy now powered 90% of homes and 70% of industry. The 3-day working week was the norm, and England was to play the United States in the soccer finals of the World Cup in Sydney. This could not be so, off the mark topical. However, there were only hours to go before the beginnings of the collapse of civilization. Later that day, an unknown disease broke out in New York. And
bit of bat.
and spread with such devastating speed and fatality that before the government and scientists realised what was happening, half the population was dead. Yeah, is this a novel? Is this fiction? Or the disease spread throughout the world, carried by aeroplane passengers, and decimated population centres everywhere. All attempts at quarantine were useless. 4 days after the outbreak, 85% of the world's population had died.
Wow.
Communications, essential services, transport, and administration had broken down completely. There was no one left to try to find the cause of the outbreak. It may have been a mutated virus or some lethal germ unknowingly released from chemical warfare. It was mere speculation, but at this point, nobody really cared, as survival was top priority. The speed with which civilization fell into ruins was frightening. Most survivors didn't know why they still lived and didn't know how to go on living. Brute force became the law. Riots, looting, destruction, and drunkenness were commonplace. People would even kill for a can of beans. Large cities were soon abandoned due to the lack of food and the risk of further disease. 6 months after the disaster, there remained two kinds of people. Those who wanted order again, and those who revelled in the disorder. So I was distracted, I'm dropping a couple of frames. The former grouped themselves together into smaller towns and built defences around them. Inside, they appointed leaders and began the task of self-sufficiency. These fortress towns became the homes of the military, farmers, doctors, and people concerned with the rebuilding of society. The other groups lived in wild and brutal existences. They were the new barbarians. They roamed the land in cycles or car gangs. They terrorized or wiped out any small pockets of civilization that they came across. You are one of the lucky survivors living in a fortress town, which has been named New Hope.
Lovely.
You are working on the design of an early warning system to protect the town when you hear a knock at your door.
Hello.
It is 2 members of the town council, and they look very excited. They tell you that their radio has just picked up a message from a fortified oil refinery near San Angelo in the south. The people there are willing to exchange 10,000 litres of petrol for grain and seed to improve their food production. The inhabitants of New Hope could certainly use the petrol for generators and agricultural machinery, and being offered 10,000 litres is a rare commodity and too good an opportunity to miss, especially as there are surplus stocks of grain and seed. That's convenient. The council have agreed to the deal and are looking for somebody to undertake the journey to San Angelo to deliver the sacks and drive the petrol tanker back to New Hope. It will be a long and dangerous journey through a lawless country. The 2 men tell you that they think you are the best trained person to undertake such a mission and ask if you would volunteer. They tell you... no thanks.
No,
thanks for joining us on the stream, everybody. They tell you that a Dodge Interceptor will be prepared for the journey and fitted with machine guns, a radio, a roof-mounted rocket launcher, some ram bars, a loudspeaker, and various other defences, including rear oil sprays, tyre shredding spikes, armour plating, and bulletproof windows. You do not need convincing, as the benefit to New Hope would be enormous. This pioneer journey might be the start of the link between the new societies trying to bring about civilization, if you succeed. You tell them that you will do the job and begin your preparations immediately. Over the next 2 days, you supervise the modifications on the Interceptor. When it is finally ready, it looks like a battle car. You check it all out one last time to ensure that your weapons work and all your equipment has been packed away in the right compartments. You run through the checklist. Map, flashlight, medkit, compass, food, water, fuel canisters, 2 spare wheels. Oh, you got 2 spare wheels? Didn't say nothing about that in the intro.
There's that in the on my little thing. Got 2 spare wheels.
You've got a flat you fix, instant puncture repair, and other tools. Just generic other tools.
Other tools.
Finally, you put on the shoulder holster for your revolver, your leather jacket, and your bullets and knives. Satisfied that you are ready, you climb into the driver's seat. Peering through the narrow steel slit that is now your windscreen, you see the town's population gathered to wave you goodbye. You start up the engine of the Interceptor and crawl forward to the gates, leading you to the outside world. It is over a year since you last ventured beyond these walls, and you are excited at the prospect of what you will find.
I'm very
now,
excited.
Turn over! Right then. Oh, wow, there's your car. It's got a
mate!
bit of a kit
Looks
vibe
amazing.
to it.
Isn't it? Meow.
Right, the first thing that strikes you as you cruise along the road is the speed with which everything has fallen into decay. You hadn't realised how much maintenance was needed to support civilization. All around, buildings are falling into ruin, abandoned cars are littering the roads in rusted disarray, grass and weeds have grown rampant everywhere, with nobody to hold them back. And packs of wild dogs and other wild animals roam freely. Sounds like Leeds on a Saturday. You stop at a small town some 15 kilometres from New Hope and switch off your engine. Suddenly, it is deathly silent, apart from the eerie howl of a dog somewhere down the street. Drive the car to Canada. You are tempted to get out of the car to explore, but realise that this is an unnecessary risk. You're about to start your engine again, when suddenly the sound of a shotgun breaks the silence. If you wish to get out the car to investigate, turn to 126. If you'd rather drive out the town, turn to 34.
I'm in a battle car, and I want to get out of the battle car.
Yeah, that's what it says. Get out the battle car and have a look. Go see who shot the shotgun, or just carry on.
I'm on an important mission. Time is of the essence. I need to get this oil for my New Hope fellows. So I must get out of the car and see who shot a shotgun, because there'll be some random thing I'll need at some point later on.
Yeah. They're gonna have the magic face rubbing cream or something.
Yeah. There'll be some elf jizz I need to procure.
Now,
Go.
Easy going.
What?
It was a gnome. It was gnome's jizz.
It was gnome's jizz. Sorry, I apologise.
Right, 1, 2, 6. Then you run across the road and press yourself against the wall of the building, half expecting another shot to ring out. Your heart beats fast as you creep forward slowly to the corner of the building and look around. There is nobody in sight down the narrow street. You take one step around the corner, and then a voice shouts out, "Okay, that's far enough. One more step and you'll be full of holes. Where are you from?" You can reply New Hope, or you can reply that you are a lone road warrior living nowhere in particular.
That's what I usually tell people anyway. That's how I introduce myself. I will say, "Good day, sir. My name is Herbert Macklin Chundermonkey III, and I am from New Hope."
Oh, formal 274. Oh, I just caught a glimpse of some of the pictures as I go along. There's some weird shit about to go down.
This guy's mate is nicking my car.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Or you just go back and it's on bricks. I said Leeds before. It turns out it was Liverpool.
Do the rest of the game on foot.
Yeah, cross out your rockets, cross out your oil cans. Just eliminate one side of the sheet. A man suddenly appears out of a doorway and walks towards you with his shotgun pointed at you. He looks at you sternly and says, "That's where I'm heading. I've been cycling for over a week since my station wagon was ambushed and my wife and son were killed. I stopped here to get some cans of food from a Yeah, he seems pretty chill about it. From a supermarket back there when some crazy dogs attacked me. I shot one of them and the others fled. My name is Johnson. Pleased to meet you. This is your Johnson." He puts down his shotgun and extends his hand for you to shake. He tells you that he is a builder by trade and asks how much further it is to New Hope and whether he is likely to be let in. You reply that it is only another 15 kilometres and his chances are good. They need skilled people. You also tell him about your mission and he warns you not to stop at Joe's garage, which is about 8 kilometres out of town.
Right,
they ain't got no petrol. They just rob people who stop there.
Do not go to Joe's garage.
You thank Johnson for the advice, wish him luck, and walk back to your interceptor. Its powerful engine roars into life when you turn the ignition key and you screech off once again. And what's interesting here is that's taking you to the original drive-on option. So,
you see. Nothing ventured, nothing lost.
Yeah. So that was handy. We now know about Joe's garage.
We suss these books, don't we?
34. Yeah, we're getting into the
always open the door.
Always open. Yeah, there's a whole thing about a little animated thing I set up for opening doors, and it doesn't work. Oh, actually, Jordo. You are soon out of town, zigzagging around wrecked cars and fallen trees along the road. Further ahead, you can see that the road joins the main highway south. There is a small filling station at the junction named Joe's Garage. You stop as you are intrigued by the hot rod parked around the side, looking clean and in running condition. A young girl suddenly comes out the office wearing a t-shirt and blue jeans.
Hello.
She smiles and says, "Hi, can I help you?" Do you wish to talk to her, or would you rather drive past?
Let's drive past.
Yeah, Johnson said they'll try and rob you, but are you hard enough to take them on?
Does I have an option just to missile the shit out of their garage?
No, I'm afraid not. But that would be right. This is why we might need to consider turning into some more freestyle type of role play stuff. 167.
Good day, young lady, but no thank you, I'm fine.
Despite the hazards of having to avoid the abandoned cars in the road, the highway is wide enough for you to gather plenty of speed. It's exciting to drive so freely, without fear of being hauled in by the police for violating the traffic regulations. You smile as your speed reaches 190 kilometers per hour.
Whoa!
But your joy is short-lived.
Uh-oh.
You suddenly see a red Chevrolet, heavily reinforced with steel plating, coming straight towards you. Somebody is sitting in a turret on the roof, a machine gunner. You think to yourself that maybe having to deal with the police in the old days wasn't so bad compared with what's coming at you now. You breathe in deeply and get ready to press the machine gun fire button. The red Chevy is firepower 8 and armor 15.
Is it a bit early to chuck a rocket in it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm operating on
rockets.
a certain assumption that the armor and firepower on the vehicles that you meet will start to escalate as the book goes on. But, I mean, armor 15, I suppose it depends on how your D6 damage rolls go, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, right? It could take me 15 goes. It could take me like 3. So,
Yeah. What's your firepower stat?
10.
I mean, that's got 8. So you've got a slight edge on the firepower.
Go on then. Let's get into a road
Getting
machine
into
gun
it.
war.
All right, let me just note down the armor so I can keep a track as mine goes down. Okay, then. 2d6 and firepower.
Right. Brum, brum.
Where's my dice button?
6 plus 16.
8 is 16 also.
Oh.
Dead draw, both miss.
Blink, blink, blink. 9, 19.
I've just rolled 9, which is 17 for me.
So
Roll your d6 for damage.
5.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, sorry, I pressed the button. I didn't mean to. Right, down to 10 armor. Let's go for the golden dice this time. Ooh, 7.
Ooh, nice.
7,
21.
15. Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. Roll your damage.
1.
Okay, that's a strong
Boo.
shot.
Yeah, I know, right?
Does chat want to roll? Exclamation D12. If chat wants to roll on behalf of the red Chevy machine gunner for me.
Go on. Come on, have a go.
Rob's
rolled
usually
9.
swift on the old dice rolls.
Got 19. There he is.
5, 6, 7, 8, 16.
Right, another D6 worth of damage. 5.
Well, that's good. Down to 4 now on the red Chevy.
I like the grey one. Roll the grey one.
5, 6, 14 for me.
21.
Oof.
Grey dice is doing some work. Let's keep going on that one.
Roll your D6.
6.
Boom! -2. You've blown up the red Chevy. Well done.
Oh.
Okay, then. Turn to 188. Here we go.
Get out and have a wee on it.
Yeah, you stop your interceptor to examine the burning wreck and take a piss on it. I got you back.
Ah.
Who were these people and why did they attack you without warning? Well, they're probably from Joe's garage. You shake your head and hit the accelerator, eager to reach your destination. Hang on, let me just...
There's nothing of any... There's no bullets, there's no guns, there's no armour, there's no wheels.
Burning wreckage, dude. Burning wreckage. You're passing a security truck and thinking about all the money inside it, which is now useless, when suddenly a voice comes through on your radio above the crackling static. It is one of New Hope's leaders. She tells you how a gang of bikers have just attacked New Hope, killing 8 people in the process. After a short battle, they were eventually beaten off. She warns you to be on the lookout for them, as they have kidnapped Sinclair, the council leader.
Yeah.
You acknowledge the message and say goodbye. After an hour or so of driving, without any further incident, you notice that your petrol gauge is dropping.
Oh dear.
The Interceptor is very heavy on petrol. You stop and pour the contents of your fuel canister into the tank, realizing that you'll have to find more petrol soon.
That's not clever, is it?
A few kilometres further, and you know your luck has really run out. There must have been a car crash at the time of the disaster, which has caused a huge tailback of now abandoned cars. It is impossible to continue along the highway. You reverse back to the last exit and drive off the highway. You must decide which way to head along the road which crosses over it. You can drive east or you can drive west.
Well, it's lucky dip in it. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to indicate either way which is better or worse, is there?
West.
Has it been mentioned at all earlier which direction this town that wants to trade is? I don't think they said, did they?
Usually north, though, isn't it?
Did they say, like, off to the San Angelo? Yeah, it doesn't say, like, San Angelo in the west or something. Oh, did it say south? Yeah, San Angelo in the south, so it's not even giving you the choice.
No.
Which
west.
way are you going? Sorry, west, 66. All right, then. The road heads directly west and you are able to travel along it quickly, as it is relatively free of obstacles. However, your easy drive is short-lived. The road comes to a river, which it used to cross, but the drawbridge, which spans the river, is partly open, stopping you from driving across it. You judge that if you drive over it at about 180 kilometers per hour, the momentum should carry the Interceptor across the gap. We're juicing it, baby. But then again, it might not. Are you going to try and drive across the bridge, or are you going to turn around and drive east?
Yeah.
270. What do the Dukes drive? What's their car? Theirs is
Dodge something. Dodge Charger, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I've forgotten the number. What number was it? 270. You reverse your car to give yourself a long enough run up to the bridge. You tense slightly, and the adrenaline starts to flow through your veins. The engine roars as you pump the accelerator, and then you suddenly release the clutch and screech away towards the bridge. You hit the bridge at 120 kilometers per hour.
Oh, but my thoughts were that it had to be 180.
You watch the dial rise to 130 as the front wheels leave the ground. Roll 2 dice. It doesn't tell you which is better or worse, but it gives an option for if it's less than your skill score and an option if it's higher than your skill score. What it doesn't tell you, the Dodge Charger. Thanks, Rob.
5, 6, 7. 7. It's under my skill score.
Under skill. If the total is less than your skill.
I'll be sailing this car down the river in a minute, won't I?
Yeah. You'll be using your oil can like an oar. The wheels slam down on the far side of the bridge. You have to struggle with the steering wheel to keep the Interceptor going in a straight line. You are across the bridge, but travelling at high speed towards an overturned truck. Roll 2 dice. Less than skill score or greater than skill score.
5, 6, 8. That is under my skill score.
Under skill score. 62. You manage to control the speeding Interceptor and swerve around the overturned truck. Turn to 151. Oh. I'm getting messages here. Justin's just sent a picture of a dinner. It does look very appetizing. Looks a lot better than my meatballs were. Yeah, that looks nice. I do like a bit of breaded chicken, though. I'm a fan of the breaded chicken. What number was it?
I don't know. I dodged the thing, though.
What were we on? 62. You dodged the thing? 151. You drive off the bridge heading west again. You soon come to a T-junction which offers you a choice of roads. You can keep driving west or you can drive south.
I think I'll go south because that is the way we need to go.
Absolument. Right, 362. 362. The country road runs straight ahead far into the distance, and you are able to make good headway, as it is relatively free from abandoned cars. But after an hour's driving at high speed, the road finally ends at a T-junction. If you wish to turn left, turn to 92. If you wish to turn right, turn to 153.
Oh, so now it's gone from west and east to left to right.
Yeah,
I'm going south.
yeah.
So right would be west, left would be east. Let's keep going west, so let's go east. No, let's go right.
Go right. 153.
Imagine if we got there. I mean, like, you've got there. Well done.
Yeah, yeah, but you got to drive the tanker back. That's the other. Are you
That's
making
not gonna
notes
be
as
fun.
to the? Have you making notes as to? Because if this ends up like that scorpion swamp, and you've just got to reverse your.
Oh Christ! I know. West, right.
You
Go,
continue to make good headway along the country roads. The untended fields on both sides of the road have grown wild, and you wonder how long it will be before they are farmed again. The road soon ends at a T-junction, and you turn left to head south towards San Angelo. Going, right. You're onto it. You're on it. Road trip.
Meow, meow.
The road cuts through the overgrown fields, but there are no obstructions on the road.
Easy.
You check your mileometer to see how far you have come, and you see that the petrol gauge is reading empty.
Oh, not again.
If you picked up a full fuel canister recently, turn to 197. If you have not picked one up, turn to 364.
I've not picked one up.
No, maybe you should have beaten up Joe's garage robbers.
Oh, Johnson with the double
364.
bluff.
Yeah. 364. Okay, now this is right at the end of the book. This is feeling a bit.
Short stream. Is that the end? You run out of petrol, you're fucked.
A few kilometres further down the road, the engine starts to cough and splutter. Finally, it jerks to a halt, and your worst fears are realised. You have run out of petrol. There are no buildings in sight and no signs of life, and you realise that the mission is over. You have failed and must try to get back to New Hope on foot, and perhaps try to reach San Angelo another time. Fuck me.
That's good. Great book.
48 minutes we've been online.
We can start it again, mate.
That's the worst. That's possibly the worst. Not the fastest worst outcome we've had in all of them. Right, what do you reckon, chat? Takesy backsy. Did we pretend he had some fuel? Although I can't remember what was the number you were on.
I don't know. I didn't write it down. I went west, and then I went right, and then I went left.
Right, hang on. Red Chevy. You blew the red Chevy up, didn't you? I remember that picture. Then you went west, 66.
Taxi back, taxi back, taxi back.
Then you jumped the bridge, didn't you?
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have done. Found it exciting at the time.
So you jumped the bridge. Sorry, I'm just retracing our steps. You did that successfully. That takes you to 70. Then you avoided ploughing into the crashed lorry.
Yep.
151. Then you turn south. Then you went right at the T-junction, didn't you? 153.
Yeah.
Then you turn 225. That one just takes control and tells you where to Right, if you have picked up a fuel canister recently, turn to 197. If you've not picked one up, turn to 364. Well, fortunately, we got one, didn't we, from that car that we blew up. So we're going to 197. Oh, my days. That's shocking.
Wait for it. The fuel
Fuel canister was punctured.
explodes. Yeah. You die.
Oh, dear. Right, here we go. You stop the car and get out to empty the fuel canister into the tank. The canister does not hold much petrol, and you realise you will only have to be on the lookout for more if you hope to reach San Angelo.
The big flaw in their plan.
Yeah, they didn't think this one through. Also, why are they sending you out? Why not like in a little convoy with a...
With a few of us. Or a more economical vehicle. Like I've driven for an hour.
Like
and I've run
Johnson,
out of
he's been
petrol.
cycling. Get a pedal bike.
So I'm not going to be able to take the car back again, am I?
No. Oh, yeah, that's a point. You have to leave it behind. Yeah, they've not thought this through very well. By the time you set off again, it is early evening, and you watch the setting sun through the window. Soon it will be dark, and there is a new decision to make. Do you drive off the road and sleep inside the Interceptor, find a building to spend the night in, or try and drive on through the night? I drove all night.
I feel that driving through the night will either end up with me running out of petrol again.
Yeah. Or some, wild, crazy night people come out.
Driving in the Interceptor is not going to do much. So let's go find a building, because that would be the wrong thing to do and what you would never do in real life. So let's do that.
Find a building. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The first building you come to is an old roadside cafe. There are empty cars on the forecourt, but none look as though they've been driven since the catastrophe. You drive around the back to hide the Interceptor. After climbing out and looking around to make sure that nobody else is staying here, you decide where to sleep. You can sleep in the bedroom above the cafe, or sleep in the wooden outhouse.
Again, logic dictates you'd go to the bedroom.
Yes.
So let's go to the wooden outhouse, please.
There we go. Now you're thinking like Ian Livingstone.
Yeah.
You're in his mind. You're in his head.
I'm in your head, Livingstone.
Ian Livingstone's out there somewhere right now, and he's just had like a little... Ooh.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. The outhouse is dark, but warm. You make yourself a place to sleep between the logs that were collected for the cafe's fireplace. As the light fades, you eat some of your rations and ponder the events of the day. Perhaps tomorrow you will reach San Angelo. When it is completely dark, you settle down to sleep. Test your luck. If you are lucky, turn to 16. If you're unlucky, turn to 84.
2d6, isn't it?
Luck is... Yeah, and then under the number, isn't it?
That's a roll of 4 and a luck of 11. So I am lucky.
You are lucky. 10 to 16. 13, 14, 15.
Hoping there'd be some fuel in this shed.
Hey, man, if we're lucky, we're going to come across Chuck Norris at some point.
Oh, amazing. His shirt off.
Yeah. And his tie around his head. You wake up early in the morning feeling relaxed and refreshed.
So relaxed.
If you wish to search the cafe, turn to 26. If you'd rather drive off immediately, turn to 254.
Need to search it. They've not provided me with all I need for this journey. I need to find fuel. Hopefully there's some cooking oil or something I can use.
Hey. Smart.
Yeah.
You push open the back door of the cafe and see that the place was looted some time ago. Broken crockery is scattered all over the floor, furniture is strewn everywhere, and all the food cupboards have been emptied. A staircase leads up to the living rooms, which have also been ransacked. After finding nothing of interest, you walk outside, but are stopped in your tracks when you see a man in white robes emptying a petrol can all over your Interceptor.
Motherfucker.
Chanting incoherent words, he steps back and produces a box of matches, strikes a match, and holds it aloft. You can call out to him, or you can run over and knock the match out of his hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock the match out of his hand,
Knock the match out of his hand. 217.
which is what you should do. So I should have called out to him, but too late. Let's do it. You got to knock the match out of his hand. Hopefully not onto my car.
Let's find out together. The man appears unperturbed as you run towards him. He continues to chant about cleansing the earth and ridding the world of all traces of our decadent past. You reach him just as he's about to throw the lighted match onto the interceptor. Roll 2 dice. We're doing a skill check.
Skill check. Easy. My skill's 12, mate. Skill checked. It's under.
Okay. Same or less than 285.
That match away from my car.
Yeah, you crazy cultist psycho. You dive at the roadman and pull him to the ground.
Roadman.
Rolling over, you put out the lighted match and prevent the incineration of your car. Add a luck point.
Okay.
Cursing you at the top of his voice, the man runs off. You let him go. The protection of the interceptor against other maniacs is possibly more important. You waste no more time and drive off south. That was like just the most weird, inconsequential encounter. Yeah, and yeah, as Justin said in the chat, he's pouring the stuff that you're looking for. Just like, la la la. 254.
I've got a gun, right?
You got a revolver, yeah. You could have Dirty Harried him.
What I've done.
Well, yeah, but you're from the nice people town, aren't you? Who want to rebuild society, be more civilized. The countryside is picturesque in the early morning light, but you are unaware of the dangers ahead. The road has been mined by country outlaws waiting to rob anyone passing through. Roll a die. If you roll 1, 2, or 3, turn to 129. If you roll 4, 5, 6, turn to 101.
6.
6. We're off to 101. Miraculously, you are blessed by, I don't know, you drive through the minefield without triggering off any of the mines.
Yeah, baby.
Quite unaware of your lucky escape, you continue your journey south. 303. So if you had hit one of them, are we just going to the Game Over Man page again? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or so I could just take damage, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. Your armor would go. Yeah. As the morning wears on, it becomes very hot, and the further south you travel, you notice a change in the vegetation. The overgrown fields turn into scrubland, and it won't be long before you are driving across a desert. A few miles further down the road, you arrive at a major junction. You can turn left to the east, or do you keep driving south? I mean, we know that San Anglo, or whatever it's called, is in the south, don't we?
We do. And that's going to go into the desert, but I need to get some more fuel.
You need some fuel.
So I'm going to go left,
You
east.
can have a bit of a mooch around first.
Yeah.
Go for a coffee, hit up the shopping centre. 140. Maybe a pub lunch.
Yeah. Apparently I've got all this grain and seeds on me somewhere. In my sports car.
All just in the boot. No wonder you're going through the fuel like nobody's business. Your car's probably like scraping along the bottom of the car. Oh dear. You travel about 80 kilometres before the road ends at a T-junction. You decide to turn right in the direction of San Anglo.
Oh, for flick's sake. There's no reason for that at all.
Yeah, your decision was pointless. You need to turn south. Oh, we're back in near Chuck Norris picture territory here.
Oh.
You approach a railway bridge that you must pass under, but do not see the crazy laughing man on top of it. A stone pillar teeters on the edge of the parapet, held from falling by the man. As he sees you drive towards the bridge, he giggles like a child and releases the pillar. It crashes down onto the road directly in front of the interceptor. Roll 2 dice. It's a skill check.
Well, my skill's really high though, so it's good.
I know. You're high skill though. It makes these books boring sometimes.
What makes it last long? Well, that doesn't actually make sense because we've already finished it once. But I am skillful in the ways
137.
of the motor vehicle.
137. You swerve sharply to the left, narrowly missing the stone pillar and pass under the bridge. You can stop and have a word with this knobhead, or you can just keep driving south.
Stop him for a word. This boy needs to stop him.
Yeah, 281.
Maybe he'll have some petrol.
I don't know about you, but I feel like the rhythm of this one is a bit odd.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure. I don't feel quite as involved in the narrative as we have done with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not creeping down anywhere. You're driving along a road and then things are happening or not
Yeah.
happening.
It's just like, do you want to turn left or
things.
right? Oh, left, someone threw a stone at you. Oh, right, someone tried to set you on fire. It all just seems a bit like we haven't been rolling dice much to do anything more than skill check.
Yeah.
It's because you're driving. Yeah, sure. That's a good point, actually, because the other one where we were in a spaceship felt like that, didn't it? It felt like a bit like we were just... yeah. Yeah. With the revolver in hand, you jump out of your interceptor and climb warily up the railway embankment. When you reach the top, you look towards the bridge and see your attacker grab a bag out from under a caravan abandoned there. He jumps onto a motorbike and roars off east. Do you take a look inside the caravan, or do you return quickly to the interceptor in pursuit?
I go to the caravan.
You're going to check the caravan out, 58.
Yeah.
See if he's got any petrol in there.
Yeah. Seems to be the theme of this game is making sure I've got enough petrol.
You climb the steps into the caravan and, after a rapid search through the cupboards, you discover a can of corned beef and a hand grenade.
Obviously.
It sounded cool when you started, but now it's a bit anticlimactic. Yeah, the idea, I got my mental interceptor and just driving it. You put the grenade in your pocket and decide to eat the corned beef.
Yum.
I mean, you've not lost any, you've not taken any damage, have you?
No.
No.
Not got out of my car much.
You've just sated your hunger then. Realising you're not likely to see your attacker again, you return to the interceptor and start heading south, 150.
Oh.
Also, is there something about the decision making? Am I just a lot more reckless than you?
Maybe.
I feel like I'm always like, you're fighting 3 giant owl bears. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. Whereas you're just like driving south, taking in the sights, checking for the next petrol station on your sat nav. It's not long before the green vegetation gives way to more barren terrain, with tufts of dry grass dotted on top of stony brown earth. You are soon at a major intersection on the edge of the desert.
Oh.
You stop at the crossroads and see that the road heading east is blocked with abandoned cars. You can drive south into the desert, or you can turn right and head west.
West.
Go west. 298.
Need petrol before going to the desert. I think that's imperative.
Yeah. I'm also noticing the paragraphs are a lot, like loads of little, really short ones in this book. You drive along the edge of the desert for about 80 kilometres until the road ends at a T-junction. You decide to turn left and head south into the desert towards San Anglo.
Fuck, we've already done that.
Oh, so you just went, scenic route.
Yeah.
271. Basically, this book wants you in that desert. We've actually got, this is where the story begins. Where the picture on the front becomes more of a reality.
Yeah.
The landscape turns into a reddish brown as you drive further into the desert. The road runs south straight as an arrow and is virtually clear of abandoned cars. As you drive along, something you recognise catches your eye. It is an overturned interceptor, which must have veered off the road and rolled over after its driver died at the wheel. If you wish to stop and see if there's any spare parts worth taking, turn to 166, or do you keep driving?
It's been so specific. I think I'll go and get myself some spare parts, please.
Yeah, that seems to be, yeah. Yeah. 166. There is one wheel in reasonable condition on the Interceptor. The tyre is flat, but it can be easily inflated again with your can of Flat U Fix. It does not take long to remove the wheel and store it inside your own car. You can take a look inside the crash car or crack on with your journey.
Let's look inside.
Look inside. 253.
I'm meant to shoot.
We just have a quick sip of my wine. Or a gulp, as the case turned out to be.
Delicacy.
You pull open the driver's door and reach inside to open the glove compartment. Suddenly, you hear a rattling sound and realise with horror that you have disturbed a nest of rattlesnakes.
Yay!
The snakes strike and bite your arm, emptying deadly
Ow!
poison into your veins.
I'm dead.
If you have a medkit, turn to 2. If you've used all your medkits, turn somewhere else. But you've not used any of your medkits yet, have you?
No, I've got one.
Maybe the writing on this one is a bit lazy. Yeah, it seems to... I don't know. I just don't feel like there's quite the cut and thrust that we've experienced with past books. Where it's like, right, let's have a fight with this troll. Right, let's have a weird conversation with these jizz gnomes. You know, it's not quite got the...
Jeez.
It's not quite got the same punch. You run to your car and tear open a pack of medicine from your medkit. You inject yourself with the snakebite serum and dress the wound. However, it does not increase your stamina, it just prevents the poison from killing you. Okay, but you're not lost any stamina anyway. You recover sometime later, but you are nevertheless weakened by the ordeal. Lose a skill point and 2 stamina.
What? Skill point?
You walk back to the overturned Interceptor and shoot the snake with vengeful glee. Inside the glove compartment, you find a few meters of coiled plastic tubing, which you decide to take with you. With your arm throbbing painfully, you drive off south again.
Ow, my arm.
I mean, when we're going to get into like some gunfights and stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. In your rearview mirror, you see a motorbike and sidecar steadily closing on you.
Nice.
The passenger is holding a machine gun mounted on the nose of the sidecar. He reminds you of the early pilots with goggles and a leather flying cap. Chucks away. Is that Herbert? What's your name? Herbert Chunkmeister.
Oh, I need to scroll up. Herbert Macklin Chundermonkey the Third. Yes, it is. Good to see you again, my old man.
Well, hello, good chap. Both men are wearing black scarves over their mouths to keep the wind blowing sand into their lungs. When they are no more than 50 meters behind, they signal their intention by firing a burst from the machine gun. Lose an armor point. And then it gives you some choices here. It says you can drop your iron spike canister, you can release a spray of oil, or you can return fire with your machine gun.
Iron spikes.
Iron spikes. We're going to try and
All
pop
day
the
long.
tyres. 127. 127. You press the release button on the dashboard and watch the canister bounce along the road behind you. It bursts open, scattering the pointed iron spikes all over the road. Roll a die. We're looking for a 1 to 4 or a 5 or 6.
Got a 2.
Got a 2. That takes us to 373. No indication as to what was good or bad, or we don't know if we've been successful with our iron spikes as of yet.
Ooh.
The motorbike and sidecar run straight over the iron spikes, shredding their tyres.
Boom.
The vehicle swerves off the road and rolls over in the sand. In a matter of seconds, they are out of sight. Turn to 96.
Can I get out and execute these?
Well, I think, yeah, let's see what happens. No, you just carried on. You've just left them there. The kilometres roll by and the petrol gauge is reading almost empty again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me an option. Give me some petrol then.
If you are carrying a full can of petrol inside the Interceptor, turn to 180. If you have not acquired one recently, turn to 364. Was 364 where it did us in before?
I've got
Yeah. 364 is the same. Is that same killer your car ran out paragraph?
Yeah, I've got petrol. I took it from that motorbike people that you didn't let me stop to search.
Yeah, something's not right with this
Bollocks to
book.
your petrol.
Something is not right. But I keep going past pictures with like cowboys and things.
Like good stuff.
Like-
Where's this good stuff?
Yeah. When do we shoot a
It's
cowboy?
east. It must have been east.
I want to shoot a cowboy and meet Chuck Norris, and there's like a helicopter in one picture, and a crazy wizard and things. Anyway, you stop the car and pour the contents of your can into the petrol tank. You know that you do not have enough fuel to reach San Angelo and wonder whether you will find any more in the desert.
I won't.
It is a depressing thought which weighs on your mind as you set off again. Turn to 243.
Weighing on my mind all the way through.
I'm glad I got this book secondhand. On the right-hand side of the road, you see an abandoned police car, half covered by a drift of sand. Do you want to stop and see if there's anything of use inside the car?
Yes,
Or-
petrol,
yes.
hopefully.
109. Yeah, this petrol thing. Misleading art, yeah. It's not cool, man. Like, there's like a hot rod. There's like a dude in sandals with a crossbow. Sorry, what number did I say? 109. There's a picture of a dune buggy there. You know, just cool shit. And we're just like, yeah, just drove a motorbike off the road.
Hello.
And had a fight with a rattlesnake. Whoever was driving the car must have taken everything with them when they set off on foot. You walk around the back of the car to try and open the boot, but find it is locked. If you have the crowbar and wish to prise the boot open, you can do. Or you can give up on the police car and continue your journey south.
Got a gun. Can I shoot the lock?
Nope, it's crowbar or fuck off.
Can I get in the car and go through the you know, when you can like dip the seats down? No. All right.
No.
Off we
I mean,
go.
look at this dude. He's got like a gladiator helmet on.
Where's he?
I don't know.
It's found an empty police car with nothing of any use in it.
Oh, wait, hang on. Parked in the middle of the road ahead of you is a bizarre-looking vehicle.
Here we
It
go.
looks like a pickup truck which has been converted to resemble a Roman chariot. Here we go. It's Gladiator Mask Guy.
Yeah.
It even has sides attached to its wheels.
Whoa.
A huge, bare-chested man wearing a gladiatorial helmet, which covers his face, is standing at the back of the truck, holding onto a double-barreled machine gun. He signals to his driver to drive forward into battle. You have no choice but to fight this New Age gladiator. And his chariot has a firepower of 9 and an armor of 15.
Now the thing is, this is probably the most exciting thing that's happened so far.
Yeah.
However, I have got 4 buttons here that will auto destroy them and move on. Like, I could just go, I'll fire my rocket at this gladiator man, and let's go driving on down through the desert for another 2 hours. So let's not fire my rocket with safety, and let's take up a gun battle. Can I get out of the car and shoot him with my revolver to make it a bit more exciting?
No, it says vehicle combat very, very specifically. Justin's written, I'm sure Randy picked up a crowbar. And what I can't tell is whether she's being, takesy-backsy coy like we're being.
Yeah.
Or whether she actually whether we have legitimately forgotten that we picked up a crowbar.
Yeah.
Right then, what was vehicle? 2d6, isn't it?
Yeah. And what have we got?
Screen up.
Yours is firepower of 9.
Yeah.
And what's this? Armor?
15.
Okay, not too bad.
You've yeah. Firepower.
Boom, boom. Oh, 14.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm on 17.
Oh, shoot at me.
I've just dealt you 6.
Cheeky bastard.
Sorry.
Must be down 21.
All right, chat. You have a roll. Exclamation D12.
That's better.
Someone else take a shot on behalf of the modern New Age gladiator, as he's described.
20. Got beat 20.
20. You
Yeah.
need to roll an 11 or a 12 to beat him.
Blop, blop, blop.
But kind of at this point, we don't really want you to beat him.
Nah, put me out of my misery. These people of New Hope do not deserve the oil when they haven't given me enough petrol to get there. Fuck is that about?
I don't think anyone's doing the thing. I'll do it. 8. Yeah, no, that's good. Well done. Roll
Right.
your D6 damage. Oh, Justin did it. There's
You
a
never
time delay,
guessed.
didn't you know?
Just got 6.
You got a 6. You are the jammiest roller I know. Right, hang on. My buttons have gone funny because I pressed it just as Justin triggered it. Let me just...
Right.
There we go. Reset it. Cool.
7.
19.
17.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Just one though.
Oh, that's right. And a 20. Right, I need to get these machine guns going. Fire. Oh, 21, baby. Oh, no.
21.
Oh.
What's 12 plus 9? Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
It's all right. We got now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 18.
5, 6, 7, 16. Yeah, there you go. That's one for you.
Right. Yeah, well, grey one. Grey one is good. 4.
Right, I'm down to 5 hour.
Let's go. Hey, Javier, how you doing?
Hey, Javi. Hey, Javi. Exclamation D12. Take a quick roll for me.
18.
Javi rolls a 5, which takes us to 14. Roll your damage.
Come on, 5 or more. Let's get this dude done. Gladiator boy. 3. Not quite.
3. Down to 2.
At the moment, I'm in a car battle with machine guns against the gladiator dude.
A guy's turned his pickup truck into a Roman chariot.
Right, big rolls. 20.
4, 5, 14 for me.
What do I need?
You 2 or more to blow him up.
2.
There you go. You got it. Right, you've defeated the weird
Gladiator road warrior.
Weird gladiator guy. Yeah. Turn to page 91.
You better have some petrol and some. Well, I don't like. I've got unlimited bullets for a machine gun. That's good.
If I'd have known, I'd have rolled harder. You press on south as quickly as possible and switch on the radio, hoping to establish contact with San Anglo. However, no voices are audible above the crackling static. You decide to leave it on anyway in case somebody does try to make contact with you. After driving a further 15 kilometres, you come to another junction in the road. Somebody has left a sign there which reads, "Engine and body parts" in crude writing, and it shows an arrow pointing east. Do you wish to turn east, or do you keep going south?
Got to go east, mate.
Yeah. Tell me about it. We need some petrol, dude. 230. Oh, what Andy's didn't say before, Javi, just quick update, is that we have actually failed the book twice already in the hour or so that we've been on because it keeps telling us to refill our fuel tank and we're not finding any petrol cans. It's a little bit frustrating.
It's okay.
Yeah, because we just taxi-baxied it. Set back about 30 metres from the road is a small white building, completely surrounded by cars in various stages of assembly. Wheels, doors, bumpers, axles, engines, gearboxes and seats are strewn everywhere, and in the middle of it all is a man working away at one car. He is busy using an oxyacetylene torch on a door panel, causing sparks flying everywhere. He is so engrossed in the work that he doesn't hear you arrive. Do you talk to him about repairing the interceptor, or do you drive on?
I'm going to talk to him about repairing my car and getting some petrol.
Yeah, practice runs. Justice as practice runs. Yeah, that's right. We're just rehearsing. 15. 15. You walk over to the man and call out to him. He calmly turns off the torch and says, "This is no job to be doing in this desert heat. Still, most people leave me to get on with it and don't cause me any trouble. I don't take sides and I'll repair anybody's vehicle. If you want me to fix the damage on your car, it will cost you 200 credits. I mean, how much? You've lost what, 1 armor? How much armor have you lost?
8. Gone from 28 to 20. I've got 200 credits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like your whole budget gone. And then in the next paragraph, you're like, "Oh, before you leave, would you like to buy some petrol cans?"
For 200 credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Repair my car.
You're gonna repair your car? Okay,
Yeah, let's get rid of the money. I can always rob him.
It doesn't seem to have much worth or value anyway, particularly, does it? The man works for hours welding on extra steel panels and patching up holes where he can. The Interceptor looks in a very sorry state, but at least it's better protected. Yeah, that's it. Your armour's back up to full whack. You thank the man for his work, pay him, and set off east again. 259. No petrol.
No petrol.
Where is the petrol in this book? It was. I bet it was all at like Joe's garage. He'll have said, "Here is 300 canisters of fuel, and it all seems to magically fit perfectly in your car." Did you listen to Johnson?
Yeah. And the seed. That Johnson.
Crazy.
Slap.
Just balmy, innit? Ahead, in the distance, looms a range of hills. As you arrive at the foot of the hills, you see that the road passes under them through a tunnel. Unfortunately, there is a bus blocking the entrance. You stop the car and walk up to the bus to see whether or not it can be started and moved out of the way. The driver's door suddenly opens and a masked man jumps down onto the road, pointing his gun at you.
Screw you, pig. Let's go.
To pass through this tunnel, you must either pay me a toll of 200 credits...
Oh, motherfucker.
or engage me in a pistol duel. If you wish to pay the toll, turn to 369.
Oh,
well, you're going to have to do the pistol duel.
Let's do it.
291.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
Like, oh, there's a picture of him. He's like proper got a highwayman mask with an old pistol. Yeah. It's like Jersey in the 1800s.
He looks like the Riddler.
Burr and Hamilton, live in the desert. The masked man reaches into the cabin of the bus and brings out a mahogany box. Inside are 2 magnificent pistols.
They're mine.
He places one bullet in each hand and says, "Choose your weapon." You pick one of the pistols, balance it in your hand, get a feel for its weight. You both then stand back to back, and the man tells you to walk 10 paces, turn and fire. You breathe in deeply, count out loud the 10 paces. You then turn to see the masked man with his pistol pointed straight at you. Both of you fire at once. And it says, carry out 1 attack round using the shooting rules. If you survive the duel, turn to 208. Okay. Right. So shooting is 2d6 and skill.
Yeah. What's his skill?
His skill is 9 and his stamina is 9.
Okay. Well, my skill is 11 now. So let's rock.
4, 5, 6, 7, 16 we've got.
9. I've got a 9 rolled, skill of 11.
So that's 20 for you. So roll your damage. I'll put the damage on him, and then we'll turn to the page.
I'd have just turned at like 4 paces though.
Well, no, you wouldn't, because you're like some honest person who wants to rebuild civilization. Stop playing it like you and play it like, Macklin Cumberbund or whatever his name is.
Macklin Chunderbunch. 5 damage.
Well, that's a good shot you hit him with. Right, 208.
Shredding his abdomen.
The man tells you that it has been an honour to fight you in such a civilised manner. He goes on to say that after the road has passed through the tunnel, it then winds through a twisting canyon and you should be on the lookout for landslides. You thank the strange man for his advice and drive into the tunnel. Once he has reversed the bus out of the way, sure enough, you find yourself driving along the winding road through the canyon. Turn to 196. Oh. Right, so you shot him. He was like, "Oh, cheers, bud, for shooting me." And now you're carrying on. I need to take a brief pee break, though.
Cool. I'll grab another beer.
All right, then. We'll go into BRB for a briefest moment, folks. Please do stick around. I'm just going for a tinkle, and his lordship's there going for a pee. Where's my BRB screen? There it is. Yeah, I'll spam a cheeky ad at you as well while I'm at it. Ooh, back in a minute. There we go. Been to the little boy's room and returned. Looks like he's still off getting his beer. So I'll take a moment to have a sip of my vino. Oh dear. Put my glasses back on. Ooh. There we are. He's got his can of lager going Foster's.
Bonjour.
Buongiorno. Right then, where were we? 196.
Going for a canyon.
Yeah, looking out for landslides. Heeding the man's advice, you keep a wary eye out for falling rocks and drive through the canyon very slowly. Suddenly, you hear an ominous rumbling sound ahead.
Uh-oh.
There you go, pardon me. You steer round a sharp bend and see a landslide in progress with rocks and boulders crashing down onto the road. It soon stops and you are able to continue as the road is not completely blocked. 351. So presumably if you hadn't heard his advice, you'd have like sped through and been smashed.
Yeah.
351. Oh, big paragraph this one.
Here we go.
The road eventually leads out of the canyon, continuing straight on as far as the eye can see. You check your compass and see that you are travelling south once again. However, you have only driven for a few kilometres when you are forced to stop by a blockade of two cars parked across the road. Two armed men in leather uniforms approach you on foot and tell you that the only way you'll be allowed to drive any further south is to win a speed race along the straight road against their ace driver. If you lose the race, you'll be forced to turn back. Yeah, why? Why have they decided, you know what, we're going to force people to speed races here? Like, what's the logic in that? Suddenly, a car draws up alongside the Interceptor. You recognise the classic car of the last century immediately. It's an E-Type Jag.
Oh, classy.
Nice. Sitting in the driver's seat is a thin man with short black hair. He looks very self-assured and says, "Hi, my name's Leonardi. I used to play ball for the Mets, but now I race cars. Too bad you're driving that old trash can, but good luck to you anyway." The two cars blocking the road are moved aside, and you can see several more cars beyond them lining the road. A man appears with a flag ready to start the race. He lowers it sharply, and the race begins while you are still trying to grasp what is happening. The E-Type screeches away slightly ahead of you. If you have a supercharger fitted to your engine, turn to 210. If you have not got one fitted, turn to 358.
What the fuck?
Entertainment's hard to come by in the apocalypse. Yeah, for sure. But so's petrol. So how can you afford to be speed racing? Right, roll the die. One for the E-Type and one for the Interceptor. Keep rolling until one reaches a total of 24. Whoever reaches 24 first crosses the finish line.
All right. Well, I'll roll and you roll. I'll
Yep,
do my
all right.
car. So roll 1,
Roll 1.
5.
A 2. Good start for Andy.
Roll 2, 3.
A 5 for me. All right, roll 3.
6.
Oh, a 1. All right. Someone in chat, exclamation D6, please.
1.
We'll just wait for the cross-Atlantic time delay. Hey, there we go. 1.
Good man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Right. Roll
What are you
5.
on? What are you on?
I'm
on
on 15.
9. 15. Oh, he's making good headway. 24 was the target, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've rolled 2d6. Let me.
3.
Oh, 4. 13. Close the gap a little bit there.
Right. Roll 6. 2.
Oh, I've just rolled a 6.
I'm on 20.
I'm on 19.
Oh.
Right, chat, do this one then. Exclamation D6.
Oh, beautiful. I'm 26, so I've done it. But it depends. It's a 2.
It's a 2. Right, that puts us on 21. So Andy has officially crossed the finish line first. Woo!
Screw you, Mets, man.
Right, if you cross the finish line first, turn to 54.
You see me rolling.
They hating. Trying to catch me riding dirty. You do not stop to celebrate your victory in case they're a bad loser.
Laters.
He does not try to follow you, and gradually they fade from view behind you. You pass an articulated truck, which looks like it has recently been parked. Do you stop and examine the truck, or carry on driving without stopping?
Let's check that door out.
Jordo's just jumped into chat. Had to run away for a bit. How many times has Andy died? Officially twice.
Twice.
Right, we're going to check the truck out then, are we?
Mm-hmm.
104. There is nothing of use inside the cabin,
boring.
and the wagon is empty. You tap the petrol tank to see if there's any fuel left in it, and are surprised to discover that there is. The tank is made of reinforced steel, and you wonder how you might extract the petrol. Wait. If you have the length of plastic tubing, turn to 306. Yay! 306. Yeah, I think this is one of the books where you just got to get into it with everybody. Check every car, check every building. You've just got to open every door, haven't you? You place an empty petrol canister under the truck's petrol tank and connect them with the plastic tubing. You suck the tube to start the petrol flowing. You siphon out the tank's petrol, nearly filling your canister. At a lock point,
Nice.
you place the fuel inside the interceptor and continue the drive south. Woo! Finally, an hour and a half in, and we've found some petrol. 118. Oh, dearie me. But we've not reached San Anglo yet.
No.
Hey, Donny! We're doing some Mad Max stuff. Yeah, very much a Mad Maxy vibe. It's called Freeway Fighter. The miles slip by and your petrol gauge once again reads almost empty. Have you filled your petrol canister recently?
Yes. And I filled my car up as well.
Right.
I thought.
No, you put the canister. It said you put the canister in the
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, that lasted long. Oh, my days. This book takes the piss, Donny. That's what it does. It's a piss take of a book. You stop the car and empty your fuel canister into the petrol tank.
Yay.
You see that the Interceptor is looking somewhat the worse for wear and wonder if it will last the trip. Do you wish to carry out some instant repairs, or are you going to drive on immediately?
Well, I've got... it's all been repaired by that man. I spent money on it.
By this.
Yeah.
Freeway Fighters is like a 5 out of 10 so far.
Or do I need to do some instant repairs?
Well, I don't think you do. You had that
Nah.
dude.
I made a guy fix it. Nah.
Yeah, that seems a bit.
Unless
weird.
while I'm fixing it, someone comes up and like does something.
We have got.
Let's fix it.
You are going to fix it. Are you sure? Because I've just turned to the not fixing page.
No, let's not fix it then.
This looks like it might be interesting. It's got like a massive paragraph on it.
Do it.
Yeah, we're good, Donny. We're good. We're just finding Freeway Fighters a bit disappointing in comparison to some of the other ones. The road cuts a straight black line through the nightmare red landscape. The desert heat rises from the sand in shimmering waves, and your air conditioner rattles in its noisy struggle to keep you cool. No wonder you keep running out of running the aircon, carrying grain. Your radio picks up nothing but static and crackles away monotonously. You keep the accelerator pressed to the floor as you speed through the Badlands. Ahead in the distance, you see black smoke curling up into the air. You slow down and brake alongside a burning car. It's an old sports car from the last century, a Corvette with 200 brake horsepower V8 engine.
Ooh.
A beast of the past abruptly ending its life in a ball of fire. Leaning casually against the boulder away from the burning wreck is a blonde woman wearing black overalls and holding a shotgun. When she sees the interceptor approach, she runs out into the road to wave you down. You stop in front of her. Your hand reaches for your revolver in case she tries to hijack you. You ask her where she is going, and in a stern voice she replies, "South, as far as you're concerned. I just want a lift, unless you also belong to that wild gang of road twats who attacked me."
Road twats?
Yeah, I added the colour.
Oh, okay.
You tell her that you are on a mission to San Anglo and offer her a ride. "San Anglo?" she yells. "You must be the person we've been expecting from New Hope."
Hey, they didn't even give me an option of finding that out or failing to find that out.
She jumps in the car and introduces herself as Amber. Yeah, like in like the dungeon crawly books, it would have been, "Would you like to tell her your real story, or are you going to give a made up one?" It's like got no, like there's a bit of flavour missing to it all, isn't there? Anyway, she says that a message went out to all patrol vehicles to be on the lookout for the interceptor, but she had to be sure that you were who you said you were. She also tells you that there is a complication. For the last 2 days, San Anglo has been under constant attack from a large gang of road warriors known as the Doom Dogs, led by a man they call the Animal. Animal! It was the Doom Dogs who attacked her less than an hour ago. They are determined to massacre the inhabitants of San Anglo and have access to the reserves of petrol. Teeth in the lips. It is now virtually impossible to leave or enter San Anglo without being attacked by their heavily armed cars and motorbikes. There is one solution: to break into their camp at night and sabotage their vehicles. The look of determination in Amber's eyes convinces you that there is no alternative, and you agree to help. She slaps the dashboard in eager excitement and tells you to drive south as quickly as possible. Half an hour later, Amber tells you to stop. In the distance, you can see smoke rising into the air. "San Anglo Refinery," she says in a proud voice. "We'd rather die than let the vermin steal the petrol from us. Turn left off the road. It will be dark in an hour, and we'll have to leave the car to walk up to the Doom Dogs camp. Test your luck."
Luck. 7-8. I'm fine.
You're lucky. You've been lucky. Turn to 7.
I'm a lucky motherfucker.
Bloody hell, right back to the beginning of the book. Don't think we've been down this end for a while.
In my mind, Amber looks like Charlize Theron.
Oh, sure, I could, yeah. Well, what, in the Mad Max?
Yeah.
Amber urges you to turn off the road and head east along the stony desert ground. She lets you drive on until the interceptor cannot be seen from the road. She then tells you to stop and wait until it gets dark. "We need to be alert for the raid tonight, so I've brought along something to keep us going." happily reaching into a pocket. Test your luck.
What's she going to produce? 8. Yeah, fine.
319. Amber hands you some glucose tablets and an energy synth pill. Add 4 stamina points.
That's not the kind of luck I was looking for.
Have you lost any stamina, though? You haven't, have you?
Yeah, 2.
2.
I'm back up to 30.
Turn to 32.
Although, it was a little bit boring. Glucose tablets and an energy drink.
Yeah, like, I'm hoping for some bourbon or something. You pack all of your equipment into your backpacks and set off towards the Doom Dogs camp. There is a full moon, and it's not too difficult to make your way across the desert. Guided by your compass, you head steadily east. After an hour, you see the glow of a fire in the distance on high ground.
Hour? We parked an hour's walk away.
Yeah, well, you can't be heard or seen, can you, with your headlamps on or whatever?
It's quite a trek, though.
Well,
anyway.
Yeah. It is the end of civilization as we know it.
Yeah, fair. We got the bus.
Yeah, see you later, Hubby. Thanks for swinging by, dude. Amber explains in a whisper that the Doom Dogs live in tents on top of a low, flat hill, and their cars are parked. When you reach the hill, you find that the slope is very gentle, and you're soon at the top. You lie down and survey the movements inside the camp. A group of people are sitting around a campfire, drinking and laughing. 2 men are walking slowly around the edge of the camp on guard duty, each armed with a rifle. You decide to crawl round the side of the hill to the barbed wire to put your plan into action. You hear one of the guards above you close by and press yourself against the side of the hill to avoid being seen. Amber inadvertently kicks a stone, which rolls down the hill a few meters.
Oh, Amber.
The sound it makes is very loud in the quiet of the desert night. Test your luck.
6. Lucky. Although I quite like a gunfight, but probably not against all of them.
10 to 76. Yeah, you'd have the whole camp coming at you now.
Yeah.
We're going like Metal Gear Solid here. The guard does not pay any attention to the noise of the rolling stone, being distracted by the jokes that are being told by his friends around the campfire. He walks by, and you're able to crawl up to the fence. Turn to 198. You reach the barbed wire fence and see 8 vehicles inside its perimeter. The coiled wire is too finely meshed for you to be able to squeeze through without becoming entangled. Do you have some wire cutters?
Sure.
Well, you don't,
No.
though.
No.
When did we get the wire cutters?
No, I didn't. I've got some random crap that they gave me at the start, but none of it is very useful.
No, it's not proven to be at all relevant, has it? You have no alternative but to crawl round the perimeter of the barbed wire fence until you reach the entrance gate. Text your luck.
My luck's high. My luck's 12. 7. Fine.
339. 339. You crawl to the gate unnoticed and slip inside the vehicle compound. Amber moves from vehicle to vehicle, attaching small limpet mines to their engine blocks.
Where did we get them from?
I don't know. She had them in a rucksack, whatever.
Oh, Christ. Oh, Lucasade tablets and limpet mines.
When she has finished activating them, she signals for you to leave.
Okay.
You crawl down the side of the hill and stand up to run when you feel you're out of sight. The explosions start suddenly, and you count 7 in all.
There's
One of
8
the mines must have had a faulty fuse.
Oh, Amber.
Amber says as you run back towards the interceptor. You hear an engine start and look behind you to see 2 beams of light moving away from the rising flames of the burning wrecks.
Uh-oh.
The Doom Dogs intend to hunt down their attackers. If your current stamina is 10 or greater, turn to 107. If it's less than 10, turn to 326.
Mate, I'm rocking a 30.
107.
Got the stamina.
You run like the wind, glancing several times over your shoulder to watch the vehicle circling the hill, trying to pick up your tracks. You're less than 200 meters from the interceptor when your tracks are spotted and the vehicle turns to give chase. An angry voice booms out over the desert through a loudspeaker, shouting, "Stop! There is no escape from Animal!"
Ooh.
The message is repeated over and over again as the vehicle closes up on you.
Drummer from the Muppets.
The welcome sight of the interceptor appears before you, and you both jump inside just as your pursuers come into view. Looks like it's road battle again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. You start up the interceptor and turn to face your attackers. Your headlights illuminate a customized station wagon which has thick sheets of plate steel riveted to its body and a pointed ramming bar protruding from its front grille.
Oh my.
Machine gun nozzles housed on either side of the ram bar suddenly open fire. You're in a fight with a station wagon. It's got firepower 10 and armor 19. You are too close to the station wagon to use your rocket.
No!
You must fire with your own machine guns. Although it does say if you survive 3 attack rounds, turn to 67.
Oh, okay, right.
Right. What's his firepower? 10. Here we go.
10 against 10. We're equals. What have I got there? Oh, nice. 21, baby.
21, that's a good shot. Well, we've just rolled 3, so we've got 13.
Right, let me
Roll your d6.
Shot 1.
Oh, good shot. But that is 1 round of... it says if you survive 3 rounds. So.
Yeah. 1, right through the windshield, through his skull.
17 for us over here in the
14.
station wagon. Oof. Here's my d6 roll. 1!
We're trading super accurate blows.
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, you do have unlimited ammo. It says that. Don't have to worry about ammo.
Yeah.
It's so random, isn't it?
19.
Pew, 6, 17.
Right, let's do some serious damage on them. 4. Take that. 4's good.
Down to 14, and that's 2 rounds of combat you survived.
One more.
Chat, exclamation D6, please. Let's have someone roll on behalf of the station wagon.
16. 1, 6, 16.
Sorry, exclamation D12. It's two dice, please. Guys, did I say D6? My bad. Jostling out the gate there with a 4, rolling 14.
Yeah, I got 17. 4, 5,
Giving
7.
you your 3rd round of survived combat. Thank you,
Let me
Jocelyn.
do the damage first. Another 1.
Another 1. Right, down to 13, and then we turn to 67. 61, 62, 63. Like 2 jousting knights on horseback, the 2 vehicles sweep by each other with machine guns blazing. After each pass, you turn sharply and charge at each other again. But suddenly, the station wagon swerves to ram you.
Hello.
You turn the steering wheel to take the interceptor out of the path of the station wagon. Roll 2 dice. And let me know whether you are less than or greater than your skill.
7, so I'm less than my skill.
Less than your skill, that's 200, that one. We've still not met Chuck Norris.
Maybe he's in San Antonio, wherever it is.
Yeah, possibly. Just hanging out with his shirt off. You manage to avoid a head-on collision, but are rammed in the side by the station wagon.
Motherfucker.
Its pointed ram bars pierce the interceptor's panel, locking the 2 vehicles together. The station wagon's loudspeaker immediately barks out a message from the animal. Fight him hand to hand or shoot it out. So you can fight him hand to hand or shoot it out.
Ooh, I'll shoot it out.
Shoot it out, 102. You signal to Amber to open a door and begin firing at the Doom Dogs. Your own door is sprayed with bullets as you open it, just when your 4 opponents begin their barrage of fire. Yeah. Behind the cover of the vehicles, everybody is well protected. You aim your fire at 2 of the Doom Dogs, while Amber shoots at the other 2. Right, you've got a 7-13 and an 8-14 here. So a 7, 14,
And
and an
8.
8, 14. So shooting is 2d6 plus skill with a d6 for damage. But hang on, there's some special rules. During the shooting combat, both Doom Dogs will fire separately at you during each attack round, but you must choose which one of the two you fire at.
Okay.
Against the other, you throw for your attack strength in the normal way, but you will not wound him if yours is greater.
Right.
This is you rolling to dodge the bullet. Of course, if his attack strength is greater, his bullet will wound you.
Yeah. Right.
And you must reduce your skill point by 1
Hey.
if you are shot more than once.
Right. That
Cool.
sounds like fun. Right, let's do it then.
First Doom Dog then
First Doom Dog.
has rolled a pitiful
6.
12.
6 plus 11, 17. Right,
Okay.
I'm going to do my
Roll your
damage,
Yep.
on the first one, the 7, 13 dude,
Yep.
with a 4.
The 4 takes him down to 9. Okay, second dude. So you're rolling to dodge, I'm rolling to damage.
Okay, so that's 21.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, definitely not beating that. That's fine. You've dodged the bullet. Right, who are you shooting at? Dog 1 or dog 2?
Dog 1 again.
Dog 1 again. Cool. Here we go. Oh, that's pitiful again.
15.
10 for me.
Right, come on, nice big roll. Let's get this guy chipped away. 3. He's down 6.
Down to 6. Okay, cool.
Dodge in.
Dog 2. Rolls
13.
8. 13 as well, so it's a draw.
Oh, that's snake eyes I had there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Back to dog 1, I assume?
Yep, 17.
Yeah, definitely beat me.
Right, let's get 6, please. 6.
Oh, my days. Right, dog 1's dead. So I've got my dog 2 dodge shot
in.
and then a... Yeah. Snake eyes. 10 for me.
19.
19. All right.
Right, so now we can start shooting at him.
Proper combat now, yeah.
17.
9. 17 as well. Let's let chat do one. Exclamation D12, please, chat.
15 to beat.
15 to beat, so 7 or higher. 6 or higher, sorry. 8 or higher. Bloody hell, can't even do maths. Which it's not. There you go.
Right. Empty my clip into him. 3. Down to 11.
Down to 11. All right.
Let's go again. 17 again.
17 again. Yeah, definitely not 17 there. That's 13 for us.
Another 2.
Down to 9. 5, 6, 7, 15.
17.
17. Roll your damage.
3.
3. Down to 6.
Long old shootout.
Yeah. 14
16.
over here.
1.
No.
Not as exciting as the last one when you got to 6.
Let's have another one from chat. Exclamation D12, please, chat.
22 to beat.
Oh, well, it's hardly worth it then. 4, 5, 6, 7. Justin's just rolled. Yeah, so... Yeah.
Well, 5 or more. 5, he's dead.
He's dead. All right. If you win, turn to 154.
Wonder how Amber's getting on.
Did you get hit at all?
Nah, mate.
Nope.
Bulletproof me.
4.
Leathers. Still have my shades on.
Amber silences her 2 opponents, but you do not realise that you were being watched during your fight with the Doom Dogs.
Who's watching us?
A 5th person remained inside the station wagon. The animal! On seeing the last of his gang fall to the ground, he leaps out of the station wagon and runs at you, unarmed, snorting like an angry bull. He is a terrifying sight in the moonlight. Huge and bare-chested, he wears a tight-fitting black face mask, knee-high boots with steel toe caps, and his clenched fists are wrapped in studded leather. This is your weekend outfit. Are you the animal?
Yeah.
Before you even have time to react, he wraps his arms around you in a bear hug and starts to squeeze. Lose 2 stamina points.
Ow!
Amber dares not risk shooting in case she hits you, and she looks around frantically for a hand-to-hand weapon. She grabs a spanner from the back of the car and runs to your aid. Roll a die and let me know the result.
6.
6. Turn to 3, 7, 6.
Oh, high numbers aren't usually good.
Yeah, well, it's hard to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
3, 7, 6. The animal is knocked unconscious, but you take no chances and tie his hands.
What? We just kill him.
By the time you manage to free your interceptor from the station wagon, the sun is rising above the eastern horizon. You are bathed in warm red light and feel suddenly optimistic about completing the mission. You drive off south, leaving the cursing animal to be found by the rest of his gang.
See, we should have taken his head back to San Antonio, wherever we're going, the trophy, so we could stick it at the gates to stop them from attacking again.
Yeah, sure, but once again, you're behaving like one of the gang members. And hang on. Drink break. Amber becomes increasingly excited as you cross the desert and sees the welcome sight of the San Anglo refinery burning in the distance. When you get close, she opens the door and waves to the guards on the wall.
Hello.
The steel entrance doors are opened and you are allowed to drive inside.
Yeah, completed it, done it.
You are greeted enthusiastically by the citizens and spend the rest of the day telling them all about your adventures in the barbaric outlands. You are treated as a hero, your wounds are tended, and you're given the most comfortable cabin they have to offer. You sleep well that night. Regain a skill point and 4 stamina points.
Yeah, back up to 12. Back to 30.
In the morning, you wake to the sound of gunfire.
Oh, what? We killed that dude.
You run outside and are told that the remnants of the Doom Dogs gang are making a final assault on the refinery.
Told you, should have killed him.
You climb the steps of the wall to see what is happening outside. A small truck is being driven straight towards the steel doors, and you see the driver jump clear just before the impact. There is a loud explosion, and one of the doors is blown off its hinges. On motorbikes and in cars, the Doom Dogs drive straight for the breach.
But we
As
blew
the
up all their
gang-
cars.
As the gang bursts through the wall, the citizens start to panic, and you realise you will have to take command. Roll 2 dice, and let me know whether you are less than or higher than your skill.
I am less than my skill.
Less than your skill. 147. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but the thing is, it said very clearly at the beginning that we are trying to rebuild society and behave in a more civilized manner. So, you know, what are you going to do?
What are you going to
You shout at the citizens to fall back and take cover inside their cabins. They obey your command and the battle commences. Suddenly, one of the Doom Dogs runs out from behind cover towards the armoured petrol tanker, which has been prepared for you to drive back to New Hope. You shoot at him, but miss, and watch him open the driver's door. You have no choice but to run through the crossfire to stop him driving the tanker away. Test your luck.
Lucky.
Well, you're always going to be lucky, aren't you? You're 12. Yeah. Makes it boring when you roll well on his stats. 2, 3, 5. Keeping your head as low as possible, you run across the open space without being caught in the crossfire. Turns 40.
Matrix. Neo'd it.
Yeah. By the time you reach the tanker, the Doom Dog has already started up the engine. You jump up to grab hold of the door handle as the man reaches for his gun. He has a skill of 6, and you have. Oh right, okay. Yours is higher than 6, so turn to 81.
Yeah.
So don't even have to roll for this one. It just says if your number's higher than his. Your reactions are faster than those of the Desert Raider. You fling the door open and pull him out of the driver's seat onto the ground. He is easily overcome, and then you order him to tell his friends to call off the attack. He reluctantly agrees to your demand, and the shooting stops almost immediately.
Amazing. What
You
it
keep
needed
your-
is some negotiating powers.
You keep your gun trained on your hostage while you watch the rest of the Doom Dogs retreat back into the desert. You let the captured Doom Dog follow his friends to the jeers and cheers of the inhabitants of San Angelo Refinery. After helping with the repairs to the entrance, you tell them it's time for you to leave. You climb into the cabin of the tanker and wave farewell. You feel sad to be abandoning your faithful interceptor, but realise the importance of the mission. 2 cars escort you north along the road until you reach the edge of the desert. They turn and drive back to San Angelo, leaving you alone on the highway once more. You decide to head directly north, ignoring all the turnings that you come to. The day passes without incident, and you keep on driving well into the night. When you are too tired to drive any further, you pull into a motel car park, as there are no lights showing in the rooms. Do you sleep inside the tanker, or do you go into the motel?
Ooh, again, you would like probably get some kind of adrenaline and just keep on driving. And also notice how this tanker don't use up anywhere near as enough petrol as the Interceptor did. Like, don't even bother about that anymore.
Just steaming on north
Okay,
without
so
a care in the world.
channeling my inner Livingstone, I'm gonna sleep in the motel.
Ooh, right. That's 335.
You
that one.
know that something is gonna go wrong anyway.
335. It is a dark night, and you need to use your torch to see where you are going. Test your luck. You're going to be lucky. I'll turn to 5.
Thank you very much. Where does torch come from?
I don't know. From your random array of accessories or whatever that it gave you. At the
Yeah,
beginning,
and other
presumably.
tools. Like I could have done with a crowbar. Other tool.
The front door of the motel is locked, and all the windows appear to be closed. Do you force the lock, or do you change your night and go back to the tanker? Jocelyn said you should have stayed in the tanker.
Go back to the tanker then. Go on then, Jocelyn.
All right, back to the tanker. 280.
It's on your head now. How far we've come. You know what will happen? It'll be like, in your sleep, you get murdered. The end.
I wouldn't put it past these bloody books.
I know, right?
Although you sleep very lightly, waking at the slightest sound, the night passes peacefully. At first light, you're on the road again. All is fine for an hour or so until you see in your wing mirror 2 motorbikes approaching. Unfortunately, the petrol tanker is not armed with any rear missile weapons, but it does have a swivel-mounted machine gun on the cabin roof.
Oh, okay, cool.
As they draw near it, you see that both bikers are carrying crossbows.
Ooh.
They accelerate alongside the tanker, one on each side, and fire their crossbows at your front tyres.
Oh.
You reply by firing your machine guns at the bike on your left. Roll 2 dice if it's same or less than your skill.
It's less.
52. Maybe you should just be a bit less of a jammy sod, and that would make these books more interesting. That's what it is. When I'm playing, I roll like a skill of 3. It's grueling. It's testing. Your rapid-firing machine gun does not miss its target, and the bikes skid off the road, crashing into the tree. What tree? Where did this tree come from? But the riders do not die in vain. Their crossbow bolts have pierced your front tyres and send you into a frightening skid. Wrestling with the steering wheel, you just manage to keep control and slide to a halt. You are trapped inside your cabin, and you wait to see what the other biker is doing next. He parks beside the tanker and shouts at you to leave the cabin. You reply in a few words, but leave him in no doubt as to what you think of his suggestion.
Back off.
How about a duel then? Winner takes all, shouts the man.
What?
Do you agree to his proposal, or do you sit it out?
Yeah,
we need a dice cam on these jammy. Although to be fair, Jocelyn, I know what you're saying, but I've seen him roll sidekicks for days in Dice Masters.
Let's duel.
We're dueling 164. All right. 164. The hijacker tells you to step down onto the road and prepare to draw your revolver. You jump down from the cabin and face the fearsome-looking man. With his crossbow pointed at the ground, he snarls loudly in order to unnerve you. But you are unperturbed by his tactics and tell him to fire whenever he is ready. His arm comes up quickly to signal the start of the duel. Roll 1 die and add the number of your current skill score. Roll a die and add the hijacker's number of 7.
I rolled a 1. I got 13.
He's rolled a 3. He's got 10. So yours is higher than the hijacker's. 132. You beat your opponent to the draw and watch him drop to the ground as your bullet finds its mark. You climb back inside the driver's cabin and set off north. All day you drive as fast as the tanker will go. Apart from a disorganised ambush attempt in the late afternoon, which you easily smash through with your armoured tanker, there are no incidents on the road. Now we're just like, yeah, you get ambushed. You're fine.
Don't even bother about it. Andy will roll all right. Let's get him through this.
It's nearly dusk when you reach the outskirts of New Hope. Its high, defended walls, a strange but welcoming sight. Were you bitten by a rat on your homeward journey?
No, I fucking well wasn't.
Turn to 380. This book is bobbins. 380. You drive on towards New Hope and are relieved to see the town gates open. Hundreds of citizens turn out to greet you, and you are given a hero's reception. The petrol will be put to good use in the help to build the future. Civilization, albeit in a small way, is on the road to recovery. If you also manage to rescue Sinclair during your adventure, consider your mission a triumph.
I didn't rescue him, so is it
Done.
not a triumph?
I don't know. Well, that's it. No turn to page this, no turn to page that. You got the tanker back. You're done.
But we've got ads.
Oh, have we?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Do I need to do that again? Did you guys catch that? You
Well,
drive
they're
on.
ads.
You drive on towards New Hope and are relieved to see the town gates open. Hundreds of citizens turn out to greet you, and you are given a hero's reception. The petrol will be put to good use to help build for the future. Civilization, albeit in a small way, is on its road to recovery. If you also manage to rescue Sinclair during your adventure, consider your mission a triumph.
Completed it, mate. Freeway Fighter, completed it, mate.
Third time's the charm, that's right. Well, technically you didn't know, did you? You failed it twice. I mean, where's the fucking petrol? Like, this book, something... I don't know what's wrong with this book, but something's not right with it.
The petrol's with the meals from the last 10 books we've just done.
I know. But, like, flicking through, I can see loads of, highwayman, skill 8, stamina. I can see the word petrol crop up. Chuck Norris. Like firing a rocket from your car, and there's like loads of pictures. Oh, we saw the Gladiator guy, but dude with a Molotov cocktail. Battle with a yellow Ford. A fight with a helicopter.
I obviously took a wrong turn in somewhere. I should have gone east.
Motorcycle. I see the Doom Dogs mentioned a lot more frequently as well than we've come across.
Well, the thing is, because they said that Sinclair was like captured by a motorcycle gang. They said, "Do you want to go after them?" And I was like, "No, that's some corned beef."
Two June buggies. There. Another highwayman. Wolves. Look at that, like a tank. Battle with a tank. Never had any of that.
Oh. Do you know what we need?
Look at this dude, like ducking your shots.
Mr. T.
Yeah.
We need a map. We need the map guy.
Rymester, yeah. Although they are they watch the YouTube and rook up, so they're not going to see this until I get round to uploading the video, which is going to be months from now at this rate.
Yeah, so, how's 2023
yeah,
treating
how you
you?
doing there, Ride Master? Looking forward to seeing your map on this one.
We were thinking of you 6 months ago, so yeah, let's see your map.
Well, Jocelyn's like, do it now. It's 1:45 for us, Jocelyn.